Okay, gotta keep going. Good life advice. Let's move on. Whoa, what happened to all the purple? There was so much purple, and then it all disappeared. Ah, there is a purple. Okay, random sub. Playing Grishark. Oh, I remember this name. It's when it's when Grishuk uh merged with a shark. Grishark. Never played before though. Playing E4. And now Karo Khan. I'm debating what to play. I think I'll play this I played this a few games recently. 92. It's just an offbeat but interesting approach. Because most common by far is like D4 or the two knights, knight F3, knight C3. But the point of this line is to get some version of the advanced variation, but where the knight has early access to the king side. And yeah, this is I think one of the main lines. After bishop G6, I'll play H4. And now this move. I also have this move, which might just win a pawn. Let's play this move. Because I don't see how black defends a pawn. Black can counterattack the e-pawn, but then d4 and... Yeah. I only discovered this line like a week or two ago. I was getting bored with all the Karo Khan stuff I was playing, and then I was exploring like weird second moves, and I came across 92. Now I'm wondering if I can play e6. Oh, it looks kind of fun, but not necessary. I actually don't know if this has a name. Can check afterwards. I imagine it would have a name. Man, it's already 4 a.m. for Elf of the Storm, which probably means you're in Europe. 4 a.m. What is that? Poland? Could that be Poland? No, Poland isn't 10 hours ahead. Is it Dubai? I think Dubai it's 4 a.m. Or approaching 5 a.m. Yeah, time zones are sometimes confusing. Oh, Poland. Okay, so 1 or 2 a.m. Ah, 9:48 a.m. in Japan. Shout out to all the viewers from Japan watching. Love to go to Japan someday. 4 a.m. in Moscow. I flew through Moscow in July, but didn't actually have a chance to visit the city. I'm just realizing my h-pawn might fall. I wasn't really calculating there, but if takes, there's g6, and maybe black could have won back the pawn. Okay, here I'll take and play h5. And the nice thing about the knight on g3, Of course, it supports h5, but it also defends a rook, which is relevant here because the pawn's not pinned. Threatening to take, and if takes, I take back with knight. How do I feel about black's early idea 3c5? You can explore after the game. I will admit I haven't looked like too closely at this line. Oh, I want to maneuver to d6. I'm hoping black plays c5 here on move 11. And I play this and then takes and then mate. Very unlikely to happen though. Okay, let's take queen f3. So this pawn's a little bit weak. It can't be defended by the queen or the knight or the bishop or the king. I think the only way to try and defend it is with g6. It looks shaky for black, but maybe it's still playable. Okay, so now my rook's not defended, so this pawn's actually pinned. Like to play e6? Nah, let's wait, bishop f4, there's g5. g4. Some rook h3 idea. It's weird, but rook h3.
Let's go.
I just want to make it so, okay, so my rook's defended, but also black won't be able to take with check. And now the point is I'm threatening to take, and if takes, I have an intermediate move. After king takes, I have another intermediate move. And eventually I win back the rook. Let's go. Thank you, Emblem. Subbing for 27 months. I'm about to finish my second cup of tea. It's a peppermint licorice tummy tea. Yeah, I think I only have time for a few more games. I'm getting tired. I'm also still slightly jet lagged from coming back from Dubai. Okay. I don't think Queen b6 addresses the threat. I mean, it does go for some counterattack, but yeah, looks like I'll clean up some pawns. Yeah, now it's a question if black wants to take this pawn, because it allows queen f5. Now the knight and rook. Okay, I'm going to have to take the rook at some point. I'm wondering if I can coerce a king to the h-file. Like king g8 and then queen e6. King g7. Eventually I'll take, and knight will be hanging, bishop h6 ideas. Which brand of tea is a goat? Question from Hunky Mumble. Whichever brand of tea is the first one to give me a brand deal. I haven't had any brand deals with tea brands. So the first one to do so will be the goat of tea. Or just the word goatee is kind of a goat of tea. Also, I see the redemption from Steve AAF, redeeming run an ad. I'll run an ad after this game finishes. I've only ran one ad this stream. I've only taken one break this stream too. Opponent wants to take and trade queens. So I'm up 2 pawns here. There's queen e6. There's bishop f4. Queen h5. Let's play bishop. Bishop f4 looks nice. Preserving some ideas of e6 or queen e6. Hello to Ataradov. Luna Tickles asking how to prepare my own opening repertoire. Yeah, these days there's a lot of ways to build a repertoire, prepare different lines. I recommend use a software. I mean, I guess the main softwares to do so are Lichess Study, Chessbase, or Chessable. Everyone has their own preferences. Okay, I think I'll play bishop e3 here. Just the simplest line to calculate. If takes, I take and win the bishop. I also want a queenside castle at some point. When it comes to like actually exploring different lines and openings, I can recommend finding players whose openings that you want to emulate. So if you want to learn, let's say Grunfeld, then you can find a player like MVL or countless other like Grunfeld players. If you want to learn London, you can study the games of myself. You can get my London course. Study the games of Kamsky, London OG. Svidler also, Grunfeld specialist. Some people like learn better from like video courses or books or just studying the games of top players. Personally, I probably learned most of my opening preparation from just like using the databases. I've used some books over the years, but most of it is using kind of software and engines. Oh, Ernst Grunfeld. Is that who the Grunfeld is named after? I feel like I should know that person. Okay, Rook C1's kind of passive, but trying to employ the patient strategy. Yeah, this looks really ugly, but I want to put the knight on e3. Play c3, maybe a4 at some point.
Hi Eric, it's 4 a.m. in here and I'm watching you to cure my anxiety. Smile.
Oh. Smile. I hope I can bring some more relaxation to your life. Thank you, justly. Okay, let's simplify. Bring the king in. The king can be a very useful piece when it comes to helping pass pawns push. King e6. Okay, I'll put the bishop on g5. Maybe at some point, maybe not. Okay, then the other pawn can push. Black 1 connect 4. But not as impressive as that previous game. If you want background music, you can open a new tab. But generally, I don't play background music. So I know everyone has their own preferences. And there's also issues with DMCA. Oh, I wanted to pin the rook, but I'm already pinned. Okay, I think the quickest way to win is to keep rooks on the board and go for the eventual back rank mate. There we go. Thanks for the game, TheGrishark. That was nice to try a slightly more exotic line against the Karokan. Oh, and thank you, Justly, gifting to Sigmunder79. Yeah, I feel like this is a longer stream than usual. Approaching the 3.5 hour mark. I will check the opening. The first question is, does this opening have a name? 92 Masters database. So there's been a few hundred games in Masters database. 92 E5. This doesn't have a name. Lichess just calls it the Karokan defense. What should we name this? Hey Siri, give me the name of a random animal.
Here's what I found.
Oh, random animal generator. Okay. Okay, so I found this site. Random animal generator. We can call it a water buck, or camel, or skunk. Data set. Wow. Let's do snakes. Corn snake. What is a corn snake? Oh, the yak attack. I like that. Can we call it the yak attack? Or the camel con? Ah. Or the Caro corn snake. Oh, too many options. Or the camel con. I don't know what to call it. I feel like I'm not. I shouldn't be responsible for naming it either. Someone should fill out like a trademark or patent for this opening. Oh, so this is one of the main lines. So someone was asking about C5, which is probably the main alternative or the main line just overall. Yeah, then D4. And then there's some interesting, like, if black takes, which looks natural, knight takes, and E6 might already be a threat. Is E6 playable here? Nah. It's just some kind of newer, fresher position. It seems like black equalizes with proper play. Engine giving A3. What is A3? That's so random. Knight G3. Okay, so we went into this H4 main line. Wow, so this turned out not to be so great for me? Yeah, black can take and play G6. And then I lose back the pawn, and this whole transformation probably favors black a bit. Get some activity on the king side. Oh, the Grishark. Oh yeah, the shark. Or the Grishark. But I was the one playing it. It would be possible. It's you can't really do it with Lee Chess, but in Chessbase, Mega Database, maybe I can do it real quick.